Hey everybody, yeah, what can I say? Back on the trials bike for a moment because it was annoying me, but I have found, I think, the issue to why I'm not getting any decent spark, or why it keeps sort of, well, not working properly. As you can see, somebody in their ultimate wisdom has used Chocky Block and they've all gone rusty where it wasn't taped up properly. There's dodgy connectors which are broken in there and just hanging on by threads, some of these. So I'm going to clean them all back and we're going to use some proper terminal connectors and we'll retape all this and harness it back up where it should be. But yeah, that could be some of my issues, I think. All I needed was just a bit of time to look at it. I was trying to find out about another wiring harness, which I contacted a lad and he's got one, but it's getting hold of it. I've not been at work this week. I've been off, feeling a lot better now, but I've had kidney stones and God, the pain. So I haven't actually done anything, to be honest with you. If anything, I've just been sleeping and sitting indoors, but the weather's not so bad at the moment, and yeah, I come out, I thought I'd have a little look at this, and that is what I found. Isn't it wonderful? But I'm sure we can cut them and clean them all up properly, and hopefully we'll get a good spark. We can get a decent charge in the battery. I don't know if this is what's causing the issue to why I'm not getting a spark, but I can well imagine that it probably is. I mean, you look at that wire there, that's actually got, well, that's going to a black, and that's got two joins in it, which, I mean, even if that wire's not long enough, cut it back properly and that's moving in there. So I'm sure if I gave that a tug, that'd come right off. I couldn't work out why when I popped the keys in the ignition, sometimes I was getting the light coming on. I mean, it's on at the moment. It's not firing up because half these wires aren't connected at the minute. But yeah, that could cause all sorts of problems, drain on the battery and not feeding things correctly, and I'm damn sure there's probably more here somewhere, because some of this wiring's gone a bit stiff, but we'll go through it all eventually. I think there's joins. There is joins. I've had to do a join up here that I found the other day that was all broken up, but I've done the joins correctly. I've put in, you know, if they were too short, I've put in an extra piece of cable and used proper terminals. I have used this stuff before, but only in like headlights and things like that. It's no good. Once the water gets in, you can see the ends of it, the discoloration, where it's gone rusty. So those wires, they're just rusty. They've rusted back. So they're not creating a proper connection. That one there's barely hanging on, and it's rusty. That one there, the same, it's barely hanging on. So they need all skinning back, cleaning up, and we'll go from there. I'm going to do that now, and I'll do another video when I've done this, because I can't hold the camera and do this, and it would take too long. You'd have about fucking 20 minutes of video, which I wouldn't be able to upload. So I'll get back to you. I'll do what I've got to do, and we'll see if she fires up afterwards. I may be lucky, I may not. Well, we'll see. Yeah, get some nice electrical tape over this as well. And look at this. These wires are okay here, but it's all been bodged, and not very well, I'm afraid. Not very well at all. I know it's quite an old bike. It's what are we talking? 2011 or something like that. It might even be older than that. I can't remember, to be fair. And it had been sitting for well over 3 years. 3 years plus, I reckon, outside with no cover on it. So you've got to expect some crap. But it was running, and then obviously where I've put new battery on and things like that, it's just started to... Of course, I had to put this in. I put in a new one of these, and it looks like they've obviously done that at some point. So I've put in connections up here, and you've got 2 lots of connections there, rather than go through to the correct terminal. The reason I didn't do that was because I was just going for quickness. I was just going to use this bike to sort of rag over the fields and use for work occasionally, that sort of thing. So I wasn't looking for anything spectacular, but we do need her to start properly and what have you. I've not even got any back lights at the moment. I've got front lights but no back lights, so there's got to be issues there somewhere. I haven't even got onto the backlight bit. Yeah, see, some of this wiring is I think they had an alarm on it as well at some point. Some of this wiring's a bit dodgy, to say the least. But anyway, I'm going to get onto this, and I'll get back to you guys later. Say bye for now, and we'll start cutting and see where we go. Cheers.